I'm sure we all know the situation that recently happened. Charlie Kirk was shot and killed in the middle of a school meeting.
In America over the last 10 years.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.
It's monstrous that it happened during a shooting speech. Monstrous. I just wanted to start off this video with a prayer. With a prayer for his family, his 2 daughters, his wife, that will never see him again. What the world did, what the world is doing right now, it is not acceptable. It never was, and it never will be. The people that think it is right to laugh at someone who has lost their life, you are disgusting to me. And not only to me, to millions of people who are right, who know what it is to be right and know what it is to lose their family members. Being someone who has lost a lot of his family members, I know what it's like. And to have it taken away just like that, in the middle of a school meeting, talking about this very subject, when they found the casings, they had very, very bad slogans and very bad sentences on them. They ranged from fascist catch all the way to other messages. Now, here's the thing that bothers me the most. When people don't like what they hear, they turn to being louder. They turn to having a louder voice instead of accepting somebody's thoughts and feelings. When people don't like what they hear on the internet, the first thing they do is turn to violence, hate comments, hate. Not accepting somebody's views, but hate. Humans are terrible. We are all terrible human beings. But what happened recently is not justifiable in any way, shape, or form. I don't care if you are personally affected by it. Violence is never the option. Never. If you don't like what somebody said, you just deal with it. If it really hits that nerve, then you should also accept that others have their own views, not just yourself. And that is the thing that we all struggle with to accept. Somebody has their own side. Somebody has their own opinion. And be it if we're talking about another matter, such as the war between Israel and Palestine. Of course, a lot of people say free Palestine, and that is totally their right. But being mad at a nation that was forcefully moved to that part of the world and now lived there for a long time, it makes no sense. I'm getting off track here. I wanted to post this video not only because I am disgusted by humanity itself right now, but I also wanted to say that this is the chance for others to speak up for what is right. Don't let this be a bad example. The more we struggle, and the more we accept the fact that stuff like this can happen to us, the more freedom is taken away. Don't let this freedom take you away as well with it. You are free, like me and everybody else. We should always remember that our views should be spoken aloud, no matter how much it affects other people. We're saying what is right for us, and if somebody doesn't like that, it's their problem. Shooters are very terrible people. They're very terrible. And if they can't accept the fact that what we feel is right, then that's their problem, not ours. We should continue to speak freely. But not everybody is silenced by guns. Not everybody is silenced by the barrel pointing at their head. Some people, the brave ones, stand up and speak for what is right, no matter the consequence for themselves, and they continue to do it to this day. Somebody might not agree with your opinion, but you don't see anybody coming to your place and knocking on your door with a gun saying, "Hey, don't do that." Right? Nobody's doing that. This is why America, the land of the free, is just an illusion. There is no freedom. There is no right to speak up. Because when you do speak up, what happens? Rely on Charlie Kirk's example of what happens when you stand up for what's right. I understand a lot of people cannot agree with everyone's opinions and judgments, but I can't emphasize this enough. The amount of disappointment that I've experienced after this really blew me to my core. I hate living in a world that would much rather kill somebody for standing up for what's right than to solve the problems that the person is raising. Okay, I felt that that talk was really necessary, and if anybody floods my comments with sayings like, he was a bad person because he said this and that, I will not tolerate those comments. I don't care what you say. I won't react to them at all. Because to me, haters are nothing. And I continue to express my opinions, and what is right for me will always be right for me. And I don't care or need anybody else to suppress my freedom or correct me if I'm wrong. I can do that myself. And I feel that saying killing someone is not right is a right opinion that nobody can change, no matter the context, no matter how bad the person is. Nobody deserves to get shot like that in public, in front of their kids and family. Nobody does. Nobody. Alright, let's talk about section 2. My plans, and why I was absent for a long time. I kind of left you guys without a notice at all, and I apologize for that. Now, the thing that started for me is grade 11. Grade 11 is a very, very hard year for me because I'm also doing full IB program. That means 3 high level, 3 low level, 3 elective courses, and all of that is kind of crammed into one time period. I'm not able to find a lot of time doing videos, which is why I decided for one of my school projects to be in making videos and posting them to here. The goal is to reach 50 hours total of creating and uploading these videos, which I feel that we can achieve. So what are my ideas? Now, I won't really say what's in here. However, I'm just letting you know that I already have a couple of ideas and already a series planned. Now, don't expect me to upload very often for the first time. I need to get a feel of how it feels to upload so often. And yeah, so I just wanted to say that. I might not do as much editing due to time constraints. However, I do want to make my videos really unique, which is why I got a new microphone. So expect some montages and maybe some voiceovers during those montages. And I will link my other channel down below, which I'm not posting on anymore, where I have done edits before, and you can see for yourself if it is good or bad. However, those edits took me a long time to do, and I feel like if I'm going to do edits, then it will work here just fine as well. That might have been a spoiler for my idea or for the series here. However, I'll let you guys decide and guess in the comments down below. There was a lot to cover today, and I feel like that was a very important topic that I needed to talk about with you guys today. Very important. It was important for me to express what I needed to say. I'm not even going to do an outro for this video. It's just going to be a stop, because I felt this video was not funny, and for non-funny videos I'm not going to be doing the usual intro and outro and music. It's going to be plain, because reality is never served with toys and music. It slaps hard. This video won't have an outro. This is of course because this video was really important and is not something that we should joke about, really. See you guys in the next one. Remember, don't be afraid to say the truth. Ever. Peace.